Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to discuss some problems related kinematics. So the code is 970221 May June 2012. The first question is a ball is thrown vertically downward the ground with an initial velocity of 4.23 meter per second. So the best thing whenever we solve a problem, you can just write the data. So the initial velocity is u is equals to 4.23 meter per second, and a ball falls for a time of 1.51 seconds, so the time is 1.51 seconds. Now, before hitting the ground, air resistance is negligible. That is the point you must take note, that air resistance is negligible. Show that the downward velocity of the ball when it hits the ground is 19.0 meter per second. So we can easily calculate the final velocity from v is equals to u plus a t. So we can put the value, u is 4.23 plus the value of a is 9.81 and the time is 1.51. So when we calculate this, we get the value of v as 19.04 meter per second. So you can just skip the 4 digit, as we have to calculate the answer in 3 significant figures. Now in the second part, we have to calculate the distance of the ball to the ground. So we use second equation of motion, that is s is equals to ut plus half at square. We know the initial velocity, that is 4.23, and the time is 1.51 plus 0.5 into the value of a is again 9.81 and the t square is 1.51 whole square. So when we simplify this, we get the answer as 17.6 meter. Now in the second part, we have to calculate the average force acting on the ball on impact with the ground. So the data we given to us is the ball makes a contact with the ground for 12.5 millisecond. So we can calculate the time as 12.5 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 3 second, because the value of milli stands for minus 3. Now, and rebounds with an upward velocity of 18.6 meter per second. Now the velocity is 18.6 meter per second, and the mass of the ball is 46.5 gram. Mass is 46.5 gram. So to convert this mass into kilogram, we divide this into 1000. So the mass is 0.046 kilogram. 0.046 kilogram. So now we can calculate the momentum, as we know that force is equals to delta p over delta t. So delta p, we put m delta v divided by delta t. For mass is 0.046 and delta v is, so the velocity is, it rebounds with the velocity of 18.6 meter per second and it has some initial velocity of 19.04 meter per second. So both of these velocities would be added up together, so the total velocity is 18.6 plus 19.04. Now we divide this with the time, that is 12.5 exponent की power minus 3. So now the answer is, when we derive this, the answer will become 140 Newton. Now we also calculate the direction of the force, and the direction of force is upward because the ball bounces, rebounds with an upward velocity.